Well, every football game is going to have adversity, and that was certainly the case for Arizona State on Saturday night against Kansas, but they weren't expecting adversity before the game. According to Sam Levitt, ex-Alford, about 20 to 25 players got stuck on an elevator for about 25 minutes. They had to wait for the door to be released before they could get off and on their way to the game, but already one curveball that they had to face.
We just got back from our walkthrough earlier in the day. It's now our break time, so we got like 2 hours. Everybody's gonna go back to the room and chill. We all piled into the elevator and clicked the button and it shook down and everybody got stuck. So we were like 20 people deep in there, shoulder to shoulder. And we got some big boys, O-line and D-line, and people started to panic. So I was like, hey bro, I gotta chill. We don't know how long we're gonna be in here. It's a pretty funny story, but gotta be a little closer with the guys.
So now they're at the game and on the field, and things just kept popping up throughout the night. They could not get off the field many times. On third down, it would be 3rd and long, and either Kansas would convert or there would be a penalty that would extend the drive. 2 of their key defensive players, Keyshawn Elliott and Clayton Smith, both were ejected for targeting calls. They also lost the turnover battle, and despite all that, ASU came away with the 35-31 victory over Kansas, a team that is now 1-5, but is much better than their record shows. And this is the first win in the Big 12 Conference for the Devils as they march on into this new chapter.
Coach Dillon didn't take a light on us, at all throughout camp. He made us keep pushing every day. Every day they upped the challenge, and every day we come to work and responded. So in games like this, when it's close, we can literally on the sideline, this guy coming over like, I'm finna go get in the end zone for y'all. And we coming off the sideline like, hey, we about to get a stop for y'all. So that's just, all the hard work that we see each other put in right here. Like I told them before the game, we put in all that work in the stadium. We run sprints in there when nobody's in there, things like that. And then that's when it comes to play, in games like this. So.
I don't think it's very hard to argue that this is Sam Levitt's best game so far in his career. The redshirt freshman threw 4 touchdowns, had 157 passing yards, 77 rushing yards as well. He did have an interception, but that was tipped by the wide receiver on that play, and he really came to play, orchestrating multiple drives, including the one at the end of the game that helped give the Sun Devils the lead.
That just comes from putting in the work in practice. We've been harping on all week, just playing catch, and a couple of my biggest things I wrote on my whiteboard was just being calm in the pocket, and ultimately that, helps my accuracy, and we talked about some footwork stuff and stuff like that, so just being calmer, and then just trusting my receivers and trust my eyes, like you said before the game. So.
His mindset is a professional mindset. I mean, he prepares every week like a pro. He shows up every day, and he's getting better and better and better and better. And today was, he just did what we had to do. I mean, there were some things we'd like to have back early in the game, but when the game was on the line, he showed up. And, that dude's, that was his 5th start in college football. That's pretty exciting for ASU. It's pretty exciting for the Valley that was his 5th start in college football.
So now ASU gets to play Utah on a short week, playing on a Friday. Utah is coming off a U of A loss, but they had a bye this week. And if you think that's interesting that one team has a short week, another team has a short week, yes, but a bye ahead of it, Kenny Dillingham agrees with you.
Fortunately, we play a Friday night game, and Utah's off a bye, so I don't know how we got a schedule where we have 6 days and they have a bye week, but it's possibly the worst scenario you could ever have is have a short week when another team has a bye. So I don't know how that happened, but we're going to have to be as fresh as physically possible. It's all about being fresh for this football game because they're going to be fresh. The schemes and all that are obsolete to how our bodies feel and us playing this game really hard. And like I said, there's a lot of things that we didn't play well this week, but we played so hard.
But nonetheless, Sun Devils are 4-1 despite all those struggles, all that adversity. They're going to have a little bit more adversity here in the next 6 days as they get ready to set up against a very good Utah team. In Tempe, I'm Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ.